Going back to the book at page 33, I love this. This was so practical and simple. And I just feel like this is so important to share. Of just like, say you've got meetings that are just starting to go off the rails, and you need another framework to help get the team back on track and stay on purpose. You say this: the process starts with gathering with a spirit of openness and personal connection that breaks the ice in the cold virtual world. You guys also give roles to the meeting attendees like treasure hunter, values guardian, and timekeeper. So one person who's the treasure hunter looks for nuggets of wisdom from the meeting and plays them back to everybody at the end of the session. The values guardian looks for examples of where the team has honored its values or not and feeds this back to the team. Both roles can be fun and foster greater connection. Even the timekeeper role can spark humor as the lucky incumbent looks to keep the agenda on track by creatively alerting attendees that time is up. I really like this idea of a values guardian. I've never heard of that before. But I
Yeah,
mean, turn it into a bit of a game, and
yeah.
flip the brainstorm meetings, the weekly team updates on its head a bit and say, gosh, are we really doing what we say we're going to do and the values that we've set? I love that.
Yeah, yeah, and it works, Mary. I ran a workshop last week, and yeah, we had our treasure hunter, we had our values guardian, and at the end of the meeting, yeah, the treasure hunter played back the little nuggets that they'd spotted in the meeting, and the values guardian gave us three values where they felt they'd seen us honor those values as a team, and one value where they felt that we could step up a bit.
Hmm.
And you know, as long as you give permission for people to play these roles and everybody's understanding why, it's a lot of fun, but it also contributes a really constructive, positive energy particularly to a virtual meeting, because we all know that it's harder to build this trust in the virtual world. But you can bring these techniques and tools, and they do make a difference.
And I think a couple more pieces on that. I think, yes, it gamifies. B, it brings you together. There's a sense of community and belonging in that. And C, it gives a role to people who are maybe the quieter ones in the room, an opportunity to be a voice that is heard and seen and acknowledged. Because let's face it, sometimes the quietest people in a meeting are the smartest. They are watching and observing
Yeah.
things that others maybe don't know and see.